A right-wing conservative said something that is bigoted? What? I'm just now finding out. What? That's crazy. Stop. Stop the presses, dude.
So you said that
Also, last night, as we talked about, Donald Trump was live and alive in Iowa as people were cheering on his direct cuts that will ruin the lives of the people behind him. And he said something on there that I immediately clocked as potentially anti-Semitic. He used the term Shylock, which is a Jewish moneylender, the OG Jewish merchant meme from Shakespeare, and you know, but he's pro-Israel, so it's fine.
But if you love them, or if you love somebody that you're leaving it to, think of that: no death tax, no estate tax, no going to the banks and borrowing from, in some cases, a fine banker, and in some cases, Shylocks and bad people. But if you love them, or if you love...
And then Eric Swalwell said, if the ADL can't condemn this, they should pack it up. They will have zero credibility. And the ADL did. They said the term Shylock evokes a centuries-old anti-Semitic trope about Jews and greed that is extremely offensive and dangerous. President Trump's use of the term is very troubling and irresponsible. It underscores how lies and conspiracies about Jews remain deeply entrenched in our country. Words from our leaders matter, and we expect more from the President of the United States. Yeah, they did it. They did it. They finally came out. Listen, they were really busy. Okay. To be fair to the ADL, they've been really busy, you know, going after true anti-Semites who don't actually say anything anti-Semitic. And as a matter of fact, combat anti-Semitism with regular frequency, but also don't think that Israel should do a genocide or maintain an ethno-state. So, I mean, who's to say what's anti-Semitic at that point? You know what I mean? I mean, one is far, far, far more anti-Semitic than the other, obviously.
you were on the cusp of a historic settlement with Harvard University. What's changed since then? Do you think you're closer to an agreement, or do you think Columbia could go first?
I think we're going to probably settle with Harvard. We're going to probably settle with Columbia. They want to settle very badly.
How much?
There's no rush. A lot of money.
Mr. President?
I wanted to ask you about one of the words you used during your speech, Shylocks. That's widely viewed as an anti-Semitic phrase. Do you intend for that word to be used that
No,
way?
I've never heard it that way. To me, a Shylock is somebody that's a money lender at high rates. I've never heard it that way. You view it differently than me.
I'm a big fan of Shakespeare, The Merchant of Venice. Believe it, folks. Beautiful, beautiful work. 1596. Beautiful year, best year, many people are saying. Well, I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused why people are getting mad at Trump for this. He said he doesn't see it that way, so I guess that's okay. That's legit the only time I've heard that word. Yeah, it's like the OG. It's the OG like Jewish merchant meme. Like that's where it's like that's what it is. He's like a money lender, a Jewish money lender that is greedy. Like that's where it comes from. That's like that's why when I heard it, I was like, damn, isn't that like a no word? The funniest defense of what Trump said. Trump bombed Iran. He can say Shylock 100 times a day forever as far as I'm concerned. Is this real? Did he actually say this? No, there's no way. Is John Podhoretz does believe this, but I doubt that he would openly say it. I feel like this is a fake tweet. Oh my God, he literally said it. Trump bombed Iran. He can say Shylock. Dude, how many? Dude. When you bomb Iran, you get to say whatever you want. Okay? Are you kidding me? Democratic majority for Israel. This is offensive and unacceptable. Unfortunately, it's part of a pattern of President Trump spreading anti-Semitic stereotypes. He should apologize. This is good. Maybe this will take the attention away from what a lot of these organizations are way more focused on, which is anyone and everyone that says Israel should stop doing a genocide. Wow, I'm shocked. Guys, let me tell you how surprised I am that a right-wing conservative said something that is bigoted. What? I'm just now finding out. I'm just now finding out that right-wing conservatives sometimes happen to be a little bigoted. Just a little bit. Wow. What? That's crazy. Stop. Stop the presses, dude. The ADL demanded and immediately got an apology from Vice President Biden for using Shylock in 2014. Biden said of the ADL director Foxman, he's correct, he's right. So an immediate apology from Trump for his use of the anti-Semitic slur is the minimum. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Okay. I think everyone is just like around with this. Maybe I'm crazy, but like Trump has said incredibly anti-Semitic on the campaign trail. He literally said if he loses, it's because of the Jews. The Jews are responsible for his loss. He said that I've done so much for the Jews. Why don't they love me more? Like, what are we talking about? Oh my God, I can't believe he used the term Shylock. Like, he says Chuck Schumer, who is Jewish himself, is a Palestinian. He uses Palestinian as a pejorative, okay? I don't think anybody cares about this. I think people are just saying this to you know, openly show openly test out the moral consistency of like institutions like the ADL. Okay. That's what it is. That's what it feels like to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like a lot of this is just like silly. Like, yeah, imagine the reaction if Mamdani used the term Shylock. Like, imagine, again, if I did something like this, if I said something like this, if Rashida Tlaib said something like this, if Zohran Mamdani said something like this, there would be calls to jail people, okay? Language policing is super lame, and I immediately disengage when I hear fellow leftists do it. I mean, it's just like, it's funny because this is like the least anti-Semitic thing Trump has said, okay? The idea that like every American Jew is supposed to care about Israel is literally anti-Semitic. It is not only and that's not just my estimation as an anti-Zionist. Like that is literally baked into the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism. Okay, like that is the people who have cynically tried to weaponize anti-Semitism as a conflation, in their conflation between Israel and Judaism, also openly recognize that like the notion that Jews only care about Israel is anti-Semitic. Which is true. That is an anti-Semitic trope. That is an anti-Semitic association. Yeah, I saw this from Mehdi Hassan. Imagine the reaction if Mamdani said this, or Tlaib, or Hasan Piker. None of them would, of course, say this, but the president of the United States says it and it won't make any headlines or provoke any stern Jonathan Greenblatt condemnations. He is like, he's anti-Semitic in the exact same way that like a lot of people his age are, okay? Where it's like, you know, Jews, they're money people. They're in the media, like that type of anti-Semite. That's it. Like that's the level. He's not like the neo-Nazi level of anti-Semite, but it doesn't matter because he's a neo-Nazi in other ways. Okay, but because he loves Israel, as a direct consequence of the incredible amounts of money that he's gotten from Miriam Adelson and then previously Sheldon Adelson before he died, that he will always do whatever the Israel wants him to do, and therefore nobody really gives a shit. He could straight up say way more anti-Semitic shit than this, and the institutions that would, in other circumstances, the institutions that would otherwise like call out people and demand that they get punished, would absolutely take positions exactly like John Podhoretz. No, but this is extremely helpful / transparent. Zionists are saying that Trump, and anyone else for that matter, can be explicitly and openly anti-Semitic as long as they fight Israel's wars of expansion and shield it from accountability for genocide. Israel at the expense of Jews. This is precisely what it is. Some would say he could kill a man on Fifth Avenue and they would still vote for him. I mean, exactly. Guys, the highest version of this was not seen with Donald Trump. The highest version of this was seen with Elon Musk. Elon Musk, who very famously, as you guys know, I'm using his website right now, purchased this website that we're using, okay, and turned it into 4chan, and it tainted discourse across the board. It has had a cancerous impact on Discord everywhere else as well, on discourse everywhere else as well, okay? There are open neo-Nazi conspiracies on the timeline. People are posting Hitler fan cams. Okay, it's turned into 4chan poll. Elon Musk, in the process of doing that, has routinely highlighted neo-Nazi accounts, like open Holocaust deniers and racist eugenicists. One that famously also just got highlighted by the New York Times in an effort to smear Zohran Mamdani, as we covered yesterday. It has turned the website unusable. There are ads for Hitler, for Adolf Hitler on the website. Elon Musk also took the maximalist anti-Semitic position when he responded to a neo-Nazi who was saying, well, Jews imported the third world here, so now that they're doing anti-Semitism, well, sucks to suck, you brought this on yourselves. This is the classic anti-Semitic trope. The idea that Elon Musk turned around and looked at that great replacement theory, which is the idea that like Jews are bringing in the third world into Western civilization to destroy the racial fabric of Western civilization in an effort to destroy it from within. And he said, you have said the truth. That is the maximum anti-Semitic position you can arrive at. Okay? I can't think of any other anti-Semitic conspiracy that's more damning than that one. It is directly the one that Adolf Hitler used. It is directly the anti-Semitic conspiracy that the synagogue shooter, the Tree of Life synagogue shooter, was geared up about when he went into the synagogue and shot the attending Jews. Elon Musk turned around and said, "This is great. Like you have said the actual truth." But because he's pro-Israel, because he is pro-Israel, the ADL has routinely defended him. The ADL literally defended him, throwing up the Sig Heil twice on inauguration. Okay, that's it. What is that chatter saying? Are you making an argument to that point that's demonstrably true? Wait, what? You're going to make that argument that is demonstrably true? Is the truth anti-Semitic? Brother, I don't think you're a good judge on who is a Nazi and who is not a Nazi, considering that you think that Jews have engaged in a conspiracy to import the third world into the Western civilization. Dog, you're a Nazi. What do you mean? That is not a correct argument at all. That's not even an argument. That's just a made-up hysterical fantasy. In the aftermath of this, Elon Musk went through the classic ADL route of going to a Holocaust museum and writing a book report on the Holocaust and basically then reaffirming his commitment to Israel. And since then, the ADL has consistently defended him instead of and have spent most of his time and most of his efforts on, I don't know, combating the anti-Semitism on Steam or combating the anti-Semitism, fake anti-Semitism accusations against people like myself on Twitch because of my anti-Israel position. Okay? You never hear the increase of anti-Semitism on Twitter for some reason, which is literally the nucleus of anti-Semitism. Twitter is the breeding ground of anti-Semitism, like actual anti-Semitism, not like anti-Israel statements, okay? And yet you never hear from Jonathan Greenblatt on any of that shit because Jonathan Greenblatt only cares about Israel, okay? My point is nobody actually gives a shit about any of this stuff, okay? I don't even think the people are pointing out the inconsistencies give a shit about it. And I think this point itself is more important. Trump has been openly threatening to deport Mamdani for a week, and the ADL hasn't said a word about it. It's supposed to be a civil rights organization. It's a 501c3, a civil rights organization. Remember that. Not sure how to break the news to you, Eric, but the ADL is a sleazy pro-Israel lobbying organization that absolutely loves what Trump is doing. The best part of the ADL is their own staffers hate working there. They routinely revolt before and after October 7th because the dopes thought that they were working for a civil rights organization. ADL staffers dissented after CEO compared Palestinian rights groups to right-wing extremists, leaked audio reveals. A special meeting called to answer internal critics shows that the ADL's vocal opposition to the anti-Zionist left is controversial even within the organization. Anti-Defamation League staff decried dishonest campaign against Israel's critics. ADL has only doubled down on initiatives defending Israel and the policies of Israeli government amid criticism and staff resignations. Conveniently, the ADL itself is giving up the pretense that it's a civil rights organization. Everyone else should as well. Amid record fundraising, ADL lays off staff to consolidate focus on anti-Semitism. And it's not actually consolidating focus on anti-Semitism. It's consolidating focus on anti-Israel statements. Anti-Semitism is simply a weapon that they use. And because of that, they will sometimes correctly call out like real anti-Semitism, because if they only called out Israel's critics, then obviously most people will go, all right, dog, I don't think you're being real with this. I don't think you're being honest with this. What is this shit? Right?